What the fuck is the difference?
Unemployment under both Biden and Trump has been at record low levels.
Okay, is this in regards for American citizens?
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you think the unemployment rate is for, dumbass?
Destroying government property.
How do
pardoned
pardons
him.
that probably shouldn't have happened turn into pro-crime?
So you've agreed that they should.
Are you serious? What? If he's pardoning people that are committing crimes, that makes him pro-crime.
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that stage.
And then no more votes afterwards.
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills because
How do
that's
you
the
know?
whole thing.
That's what they all say, and then they fucking die, you goofball. So, earlier today, Jubilee uploaded a debate between my favorite debater ever, Mehdi Hasan, versus 20 fascists. And if you know me, you know I'm a pretty big fan of Mehdi Hasan. I actually have his book on how to win every argument. Let me grab that right now, actually. 1 second. Right here, see? I have his book. I actually finished it about like a year or so ago. But yeah, we're just gonna watch it right now. And this is my very first reaction because I have not watched this all day. I've been saving it to be able to watch it live with you guys. Let's go.
I think 600 of them had been charged with assaulting a police officer or obstructing a police officer. 170 had pled guilty to assaulting.
Wow, he's very close to the numbers according to Stan's fact check. He has a good memory.
Police officer 70 had pled guilty to assault with a deadly weapon. JD Vance said, we're not going to pardon the violent criminals from January 6th. Donald Trump pardoned all of them. Are you okay with that?
I would say January 6th is a very special case. I would say it's almost a climax point in history. I would just phrase the question this way. Right now in the LA protests, if they were to, just for example, they were to rush the capital of LA.
Oh boy, what about ism already?
I mean,
He's trying to get him. I already see where this is going. From a mile away, some sort of like hypocrisy thing. He's trying to get the heat off him because he knows he's going to die on the hill of defending the January 6th people if he ends up trying to answer Mehdi's questions. He's completely dodging right now. I can already see it.
they'd have to move over all the homeless people living in tents on the steps of the Capitol. But if they were managed to get into the Capitol and they were just protesting, peacefully, let's say police officers were rushing them in. They were letting them in and saying, hey, you guys can go in, like we have many testimonies that say.
What about the violent ones, though?
Okay, violent ones like
Like
what?
a man named David Dempsey, a judge, a Reagan-appointed judge, sentenced him to 20 years in prison. He stomped on police officers' heads. The judge said his conduct was exceptionally egregious. He attacked police officers with flagpoles and pepper spray. Donald Trump pardoned him. There's a man named Daniel Rodriguez. He got 12 years in prison for taking a stun
Mehdi has a
gun
good memory. Jeez Louise.
tasing a police officer in the neck and giving him a heart attack. The judge said he was a one-man army of hate. Donald Trump pardoned him. Does that not make Trump pro-criminal? He's letting violent criminals out of prison.
I would say no, it doesn't make him pro-criminal. One,
You're okay with that?
I did not say that. I said that one.
You just. Okay, let's hear him out. Let's hear this little choir boy looking dude out.
Destroying government property.
How do
Trump pardoned
pardons
him.
that probably shouldn't have happened turn into pro-crime?
So you've agreed that they should.
Are you serious? What? If he's pardoning people that are committing crimes, that makes him pro-crime. We're in for a fucking hell of a time with this one, folks.
Hey, how's it going, Mehdi?
What is it?
Mehdi.
You're from northern UK, I guess?
I'm from London, North London.
Okay, fair enough.
I can
What's
already
your
tell this guy's insufferable.
ethnic background, if you don't mind my asking.
My parents are from India.
Okay, perfect. Just getting premise here. First of all, I want to say
The premise of Donald Trump being pro-crime.
No, I want to...
That is a weird thing to ask. What's your ethnicity? Progressives love to ask people when they first meet each other, what are your pronouns? What conservatives like to ask is, what is your ethnicity? What the
I
fuck?
am happy that he released J6. In fact, so much so that I was prepared to protest if he didn't.
Okay.
So when you say, are you okay that he's pro-crime? Sure, because you know what? We're changing the definition of what crime is.
What is there to talk about then? You just affirmed his statement. Go sit back down, nutcase.
rights, first and
You
foremost.
don't think stomping on police officers' heads is a crime?
I don't think it's no longer a relevant conversation anymore. You're
Really?
arguing.
What? Stomping somebody's head, let alone a cop's, is a crime. It's relevant to the... What the fuck is this?
No, it's not, because you know what? Okay, have you seen the U.S. in the last 4 or 5 years?
Yes, I've
BLM
lived
protests.
there for a
Have you
while.
seen? Okay, I myself have been involved in these protests. I've seen egregious things that you couldn't even imagine.
So we
being
have no
done
rules
to
then?
conservatives. It's not about that. It's
it
about
about?
tribal warfare. That's where we're at in the U.S. I don't know where you're at in the U.K. You're from India, so I don't really.
I'm not from India.
Are you sorry?
I can't keep pausing every few seconds at this rate, man. Holy fuck. Every time this guy opens his mouth, every time anybody on this panel other than Mehdi is gonna open their mouth, I'm probably gonna have something to say and I have to hold it in. Holy shit. This is already so bad.
My family lineage is settlers from the 1500s, so I have some stake in the
Okay.
claim here. Okay,
But you're
a little different.
But you're
than
a
yours.
descendant of immigrants, settlers,
I didn't know.
colonialists.
Yeah,
You don't
colonials.
look, you don't
yeah.
look very Native American to me.
I am Native American. White.
You just said you're the fucking descendant of a colonialist, you dummy. Oh my god, these people, man. It's like they regressed. It's like, this is what de-evolution looks like.
Okay.
Nothing to do with crime. So far, you've agreed with me that these people
Because
are
you're
criminals.
derailing, dude. I'm trying to.
What do
stay
you mean you're derailing? Look at you, dude. His fucking claim is Trump is pro-crime and pro-criminal, and you're over here talking about colonizing and whether you're a Native American. What is with these people?
Make your claim.
My claim is that I don't care if it's pro-crime. You want to go
Then
back?
go sit down.
Being that respectful, but okay.
I'm trying to bring it back, so let's both bring it back.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
I'm conservative. Okay.
Really?
Let me.
Wow, you don't say. On a thing called one progressive versus 20 far-right conservatives, you don't say. No way, you're a conservative. I couldn't tell.
The conservatives are liberal to me. Okay. Neocons, libertarians, all those mainstream people, they might as well be leftists to me. Okay. That's how far to the right I am. Do you understand my position?
So you're Hitler. Thank you, good sir.
In California, for example, the state legislature, completely progressive, just passed a law that limits sex offender registration to 10 years. It was life before. That's pro-crime. The legislature in California, which is progressives again, has passed a law that says the voter-induced three-strike law is no longer absolute. If someone murders someone, stabs someone on 3 separate occasions, a judge now does not have to give them life. That's a progressive law. That is not. That is pro-crime. You support that, don't you?
I actually don't support sex offenders coming off a list. I think they should be on for life.
Okay, so you disagree with progressives.
So hold on. You and I both agree that sex offending is a bad thing, especially child sex offending, right?
It seems like you and I agree on that.
I
The
agree on that.
legislature of California doesn't.
So I'm not here to debate the legislature of California. I'm here to debate
You're born-
Buddy, you're not debating the fucking state of California. You're debating Mehdi Hasan. What is with conservatives, and I'll say this for progressives too, when both sides are like, oh, your side doesn't say this, oh, your side doesn't say that. Oh, so you disagree with your side. Yes, neither side is a monolith. Congratulations, you're starting to learn how diverse human thought is, buddy. Holy fuck.
Do you have any friends who are criminals?
Not that I know of. Certainly not child sex offenders. No, do you?
If it came, no, of course not.
Okay, so we're both in agreement again.
If
So
it
why are you
came out
defending
tomorrow
Donald
that
Trump?
if it came out tomorrow that one of your friends was a child sex
You know
trafficker,
what I'd do?
you'd stop being friends with them.
Yes.
But-
And I
but-
wouldn't say- and
then I'd go on TV and I would say, "Oh, look, Mr. Hassan was friends with this guy 10 years ago. Therefore, he's
What if
pro-child
Mr.
sex
Hassan
trafficking."
said, I wish them well when they're on trial? Wouldn't you ever go at me for
You
that?
wish your
Wouldn't
friend
you
well
ma-
on trial?
Yeah, child sex trafficker. Would you be mad?
I wouldn't wish someone well, but that's
But
that's
Donald
your
Trump
gotcha.
did.
That's your gotcha.
It's a
Is
pretty
it
big...
not a gotcha? Why would you wish a sex trafficker well? Oh my god. These people, man. Holy fuck. These people vote. This is why Donald Trump is in charge right now. These people are retarded.
Do you think Donald Trump is in the
As
Epstein
soon
files?
as Trump found out,
Do you think Donald Trump is in the Epstein files?
No, I do not. And here,
What, is
I'm-
Elon
let-
Musk
let-
lying?
Let me explain this.
Okay.
He lived in the area in Mar-a-Lago, near Mar-a-Lago, so he bought obviously a ticket to go in there.
Yep.
As soon as Trump found out that Epstein had done all those bad things, immediate ban
That's
from
not true,
Mar-a-Lago.
but okay.
Immediate ban
That's
from
not true.
Mar-a-Lago.
That's not
Yes,
true.
Yes, it is. 100%.
In fact, Ghislaine Maxwell recruited some of the girls that were abused from Mar-a-Lago.
So listen to this.
From Mar-a-Lago. That's pretty outrageous, right?
Elon Musk tweeted that out in a fit of rage. Okay. Do you really?
Sometimes
do
people
you
tell
really
the truth
think,
when they're angry.
Do you really
the
think,
truth comes out when people are angry sometimes.
So Cash
we
Patel,
might see that today.
Cash Patel literally said that Musk had no access to the Epstein files. So
Kash Patel said that Epstein killed himself. Do you agree with that?
whatever he says goes. Then yeah, I don't care.
You do?
He
What
knows more
the
information
fuck?
than I
Oh
do.
yeah,
people
yeah.
up. So
Please
that's
raise
what
your
people know.
flags right
But-
now.
but here's
Holy
the
shit, they're all
actual
going
plan.
up so fast.
Because you said you agree with Kash Patel on Epstein.
He knows more information than I do.
Pause.
That
It's
was
time. Please return to
oh
your
my
seat.
god, yeah. Imagine agreeing with the government that Epstein killed himself, you fucking idiot. There's really not much I can say during this right now because it's just I really don't know what to say. I'm at a complete loss here.
Next claim is that Donald Trump is defying the Constitution.
That is also true, yes.
So I would say that with Trump being anti-constitution, I don't really care, to be quite frankly.
Okay.
Because
So go sit down, dummy!
I think that, quite frankly, there are a lot of legal processes that are enabling criminals and bad people to fully enact their will in this country in the name of the Constitution or following the Constitution. So, quite frankly, if Trump is anti-Constitution, good. And I think he should go further.
So this is
These people are gonna kill us at this rate. I swear to fucking God, man. They are absolutely insane. They don't realize how this is gonna bite them in their ass long term because none of these people are historically literate. What else is there to say to all of that? Go sit back down because you seem to be pro-define the Constitution. Get somebody else up there who disagrees with the prompt so there's something to debate.
I'm saying that Donald Trump is defying the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the 14th Amendment. He's thinking of defying the 12th and 22nd Amendments. You're saying you don't care about the Constitution, but actually you do because you quite like the Second Amendment. You just don't like the bits that you disagree with. Can I just be clear on
yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Okay.
I'm more than
How do you
willing to. I'm more than willing to amend it and include
Whenever
the
it's in
Second
your
Amendment.
favor.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
So can Democrats do the same when they're in office?
No, absolutely not. Because
So you don't.
Of course, it's only okay when I do it. The pinnacle of partisan, cultish, fanatical politics right here, folks. Oh my God, let's make this a YouTube short and get it a bazillion views. Holy shit.
believe in
friend enemy.
democracy.
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
What do you believe in?
Autocracy.
By who?
Honestly, quite frankly, anyone who is in line with Catholic teaching.
Donald Trump is not Catholic.
Of course, he's not. I
So-
completely agree,
so
and that's
you
part of
support
the
Trump?
problem.
You don't support Trump?
No, I don't. I didn't even vote for him. I wrote in like John Pork or someone.
Why
I can't
did
even
you-
remember.
What the fuck is this?
Why did you vote? What does the government look like?
What's the government look like?
Yeah.
I would say, quite frankly, it's under a sort of benevolent leader such as
Where does he come
Franco. It could be a kind of aristocratic class. Could be someone
No, but
who
who picks the autocrat?
frankly, the people. I mean, we could hold a vote on it. Kings were
Isn't that
That's
democracy?
called democracy, dumbass. What?
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that state.
And then no more votes afterwards.
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills because
How do you
that's the
know?
whole thing.
That's what they all say, and then they fucking die. You goofball. Oh, they're gonna kill people. I just won't be a part of that I just won't be a part of that group. The leopard eat your face party is going to eat your face. Trust me.
How do you know?
Carl Schmitt
Autocrats tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt makes
supporters.
this point very well in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right? You
Carl
liberals,
Schmitt, the
you-
Nazi
Yeah,
theoretician.
absolutely. I don't care.
Are you
Who
a fan of
ca-
the Nazis?
I frankly don't care being called a Nazi at
I didn't
all.
say that. I
Doesn't
didn't
matter
actually
to
say
me.
that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
What about the
you know,
persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But
And
you
so
don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution
We
and stuff
may
like
have
that,
to
which is
rename
bad.
this show.
A
'cause you're
little
a-
bit of persecution. We gotta. I'm tweaking out right now, man. I don't think even Mehdi said he was caught off guard by how far right these people were.
A little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you could say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
1, 2,
Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone
Because
is on this.
in
Because you know
doing-
that
He
millions
must
of
feel like he's in danger right now. Holy shit. This is insane. This is the worst fucking panel I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot given what else Jubilee has shown on this fucking shitty ass thing. Holy shit.
I don't debate fascists. I'll talk to them, but I won't debate them.
Frankly, that's upsetting. I think there's a big problem when, we value freedom of speech so much, but any, real journalist is not going to talk to somebody because they identify with the politically incorrect ideology.
Freedom of speech does not include the freedom to debate whoever you want without consent, right? What is it with everybody misunderstanding what free speech means, dude? Holy shit.
Either you say, you got two very good positions here. One is to say, I don't think he's defying them, and I'll say why you're wrong. Or you say, I don't care that he's defying them, as one of your colleagues said, in which case, I don't know where this conversation goes because you don't believe in democracy.
That's fair. Do you think it's wrong to dismantle the Constitution?
So there's two options ahead of you. Do you agree?
This is important.
Do you agree?
No, he's dodging.
You're asking me questions. You're not answering the basic point.
Well,
do you think Donald Trump is dismantling the Constitution? Can we agree that Donald Trump is dismantling? Because I'll agree with you on that. I think he is dismantling the Constitution.
I think he's
illegally, unconstitutionally.
I think he's interpreting it in ways that are more.
Which judges do not agree with.
He's beating around the bush.
Which the Supreme Court has not agreed with them on.
And the judges don't agree with the people who wrote the Constitution.
How do you know that?
Okay. Let's take your example of the Second Amendment.
They're dead, dummy.
Let's say that a bunch of
I didn't
judges...
give the Second Amendment.
No, hold on.
Fourth, you don't want to talk about the ones I've given.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
You're ignoring me. First, Fourth, Fifth, 14th, 22nd Amendments. Those are my amendments that I came with today. If you don't want to debate them, just say so.
I'm trying to understand your
Just
ideology.
say so.
You believe that dismantling the Constitution
won't
is
talk about the
okay
first,
when it's
fourth,
about parts
fifth,
of the Constitution
14th,
that you disagree with.
22nd Amendments.
You would be fine getting rid of the Second Amendment, even though that would be a dismantling of the Constitution.
No, because it would
Your
be done
problem-
via constitutional means. I'm not the one sitting here like your pal.
Okay, you have
saying,
Oh my gosh, he doesn't understand what it means to fucking dismantle something legally versus illegally. Conservatives make leftists, like the terminally online ones, look sane by comparison. It's insane how bad conservatives are at debating, especially when they already concede the point, but they just want to argue for the sake of arguing anyways. Where does Jubilee find these people?
Hey, how are you? I'm Mehdi.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? So Trump is defying the first, fourth,
Fifth, and
Fifth.
14th, and maybe the 22nd soon.
okay. So I want
What's
to
she gonna
focus on
say?
the first
Okay.
and the fifth.
Okay.
So you say that Trump is defying the First Amendment. Can you give me an example?
For example, he banned the Associated Press from attending White House events. A Trump-appointed judge said that was against the First Amendment. He's been cracking down on media organizations he doesn't like over their speech. If they say stuff he doesn't like, for example,
Cracking down how?
So, for example, he banned the Associated Press from attending White House events because
I
they
can't go
said
to the White House
it's the
either.
Gulf of Mexico. That's not how it works. They were already at the White House. He deprived them from access, so he punished them for their speech.
But are they allowed to go to the press,
Which is why a
though?
judge he appointed, Trevor McFadden, said this was contrary to the First Amendment. A Trump-appointed
Same
judge.
fact checks is saying
He
it's true,
called
essentially.
MSNBC and CNN illegal. Media organizations are not ipso facto
But that's free speech.
illegal.
He can call them whatever they want.
Attacking the media
Yeah, he can
by the
attack
president
them.
as the executive,
Yeah, he can
and-
say whatever he wants. That's literally the First Amendment.
he can say whatever he wants.
Absolutely.
But the media can't say what they want.
They do.
But he's going after them. He's suing them. He's using...
They say whatever they want, but the point is that he's punishing them for it. You fucking...
You can get limited due process when you have expedited.
American citizens?
No.
What about American citizens?
Who's getting deported? That's American.
Two American children have been deported, multiple this year. Have you not been...
No. Their parents have been deported, and their parents say,
No, the
"I'm
father
gonna
was
take
American.
my baby."
No.
Was mom legal?
We don't know because they didn't go to court. And the judge,
They
by the
don't
way,
have to go to
by the-
court.
yes,
That's
That's what the fucking Fifth Amendment is for. That's what the fucking due process is.
a part of the due process.
Are you a lawyer?
I'm very aware of
Are
it.
you a lawyer?
It's not part of due process to go to court to determine who the mom is, so... my sanity is slowly slipping as I watch more of this video.
My next claim is that immigrants overall are good for America.
Oh boy, we're gonna get into the good stuff here, folks.
We can't even find jobs in our fields, also because of the H-1B visa program as well. But in regards to just your claim about immigrants specifically, we cannot even get jobs to pay for housing.
Unemployment is at a record low right now, even under Donald Trump. And I'm not a Donald Trump fan, but I would say unemployment under both Biden and Trump has been at record low levels.
Okay, is this in regards for American citizens?
Yes.
Okay.
Who do you think the unemployment rate is for, dumbass? Gotta remember, she's conservative, she's mentally disabled, so she doesn't understand that statistics for America apply to Americans. Gotta remember, these people are not mentally well.
Okay. Well, I'm unaware of that statistic, but from what I see,
You're unaware that the employment is at record low? That's like one of the things he's been touting for months. He touted that his entire fucking administration. How do you not know that? Conservatives are genuinely just mentally disabled, man. Holy hell. How do you not know the employment rate is low?
Look at the specific firms and immigration too, like Kim, ETAL 2013 did. You find a net negative impact when there's a 10% increase of immigration. You find around a 0.5% decline in wages when it comes to the specific occupations they're going to.
So
all
even,
your studies.
Well,
are
he
wrong.
came prepared, I'll say that.
Weigh that up against what I just mentioned from the Congressional Budget Office, which is a massive boost in GDP per head, which you're not counting for. Massive increase in tax revenue. Immigrants actually funding the deficits and debts by paying way more in taxes.
Right.
Keep in mind, Mehdi said overall are good for America, not universally. So even if there is some sort of dip in wages, overall they are still good for the for America.
You mentioned we were like at like 4.2% unemployment. Yeah, that's counting people who have part-time jobs. That's counting
That's how
poverty
it's
wages.
always been counted.
Yeah, and
I'm against poverty wages. Can we agree again?
Yes. If you go to like the Lookwood Institute, they calculate it a way where it's like functional unemployment. Okay. If you account for things like just people who make around $25,000 a year, people who have fallen out of the labor market, people who only work part-time, if you count all of those people together and then add on the unemployment, that's around 25% of the population. So when you go, we don't have jobs, we don't have people to do this, and that, and the other. No, yes, we do. Okay, we don't have a labor shortage. We have a good job shortage. And when you keep bringing these people in, and they're taking those jobs.
The good job shortage is the fault of big firms, employers. I'm an employer, I can say that.
Who hires the immigrants?
Who hires the immigrants?
Yeah.
Employers.
Exactly. So
But
when you bring up these big firms,
Okay, so
that's the
let me
way
ask
that you
you
blame
something.
Who
yourself.
are the big firms, goofball? It's the employers. Employers are the ones who get workers for the firms.
Understand that, right?
So let me ask you a question. If you got rid of all immigrants coming in tomorrow, moratorium, you think that Republicans and employers of big firms would suddenly raise all the wages?
You notice
That's
how
what
you
you
didn't answer
believe.
what I said. You
That's
notice
what
how
you
That was
believe.
a complete. Are your ankles
That's what
all
you
right?
believe.
You pivoted the hell
That's what
away
you
from the
believe.
conversation.
Is that what you? I'm on
Are
the
your ankles
subject.
okay?
Do you believe that wages? I'm just wondering how naive you are. You believe that the 1% will raise wages in the federal
Yeah.
wage
They will
if we
forced
stop
to.
immigration?
They will be forced to.
It's great
When you
biggest
increase
diversity.
labor's relationship to capital, okay, and you give labor more bargaining power because you're
But this
tightening
is a
the
very
supply of
simplistic
labor.
understanding of economics because you're
Okay,
not,
explain I'm wrong.
I'm
Oh
telling you
man,
you're
we
wrong.
got a Thomas Sowell fan here, don't we?
Because you're ignoring the fact that when immigrants come into an area, they spend money. They create jobs through their
About
presence.
1/5 of their monthly
They spend-
income leaves the
they
country.
That's a good thing also because you don't like US aid, foreign aid. So this is the point. They create
Don't
jobs. I
assume
came
that.
into this country. So far, every one of my assumptions about you has been correct. But listen to me. I am an immigrant. I'm speaking from personal experience.
Get the hell out.
I don't even like. I should get the hell out.
Yes.
Why?
I don't want you here.
Why?
Because you come here and say all this bullshit
Why?
about how Americans are lazy.
Why?
You push your left-wing
I never
politics.
said Americans are
I don't
lazy.
know why you say this.
I never said Americans are
yes,
lazy.
you are.
The only person
You're saying
attacking
immigrants
people
have
is
to
you.
come into this country so they can.
If this guy doesn't go to his job tomorrow and he doesn't get fired, jeez Louise, I don't know how people can say shit like this with their face and name out there, man. Holy hell, this is like This is cancelable speech right here. This should get him fired from his job. It probably won't, but like, how can you say this kind of shit with your face out there and your name out there? Anybody can find who you are, and you're saying this public. You're just mask off. Do you not know how unhinged this is compared to the average person? Do you not know if this kind of rhetoric gets mainstream in conservative media, there's a decent chance that the Democrats will see a blue wave during the midterms? Because you people are insane. Nobody wants to hear this shit. You can look in the comments. Everybody, one second, thinks these people are insane. You are not the good looking one here, buddy. Telling people to get out because you don't want them there. And especially because it's implied to be his skin color. Because let's be real, this guy's a fucking white nationalist. Oh boy.
Let's put it this way. I mean, I'm an immigrant too, from Iran.
Okay.
There isn't even
How
a
do you
U.S.
feel about the fact that people here want you out? Are you okay with that?
I'm here to debate you, not debate them.
I mean, you're all on the same side. You're part of one group.
No.
You've been clapping each other.
No, I mean, there are conservatives here, there are far-right people here, there are Republicans
But how
here.
do you feel about that guy wanting me and you to leave?
But, you know,
I'm just wondering. Wait, this is the topic of immigration.
It's not
How
about
do you feel
my,
about the
it's
guy?
not about my feelings towards them.
Yes, it is,
It's about
kinda.
staying on this topic.
Okay.
And
Immigrants are
talk
good for America, yeah. You and me, we're good for America. And the guy over there wants us to leave. So I'm just wondering how you feel about that.
So I believe that there has to be strict immigration laws.
Okay.
We have to make sure that the people are coming here have the good intent of the United States in mind.
That's not my claim, but okay.
So
my claim is about immigrants are net positive.
If you just open our borders to every single person
No one
that wants
calls
to
for
be
open
here,
borders.
you know, that claims that they have economical hardship in their country.
Who's calling for open borders?
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Or it's a straw man. So
Why are you
say-
just saying if that's not what he's saying? What is with that in partisan debates? Like, you just project, you say some random shit about, oh, I want open border. Oh, you want open borders. Or, oh, open borders are bad. Oh, you want to let all the immigrants in. Oh, letting all the immigrants in is a bad idea. But the person never says they believe that. It's a thing I've noticed in partisan debates in general, but it's really, 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 really bad with conservatives in particular.
The guy over there wants us to leave.
But
he wants us to leave.
When people,
so people don't really care about vetting, do they?
But
it's not really about vetting, is it, my friend?
People should not have
You're in denial.
People should not have the right to ignore our borders and our laws.
What about those of us who
here.
don't ignore the borders? Should we get to stay?
Of course.
But he says we shouldn't.
Well, I'm not debating him.
You kind of are because you're all together on this.
No, I'm debating you.
Okay. And I'm pointing out to you that your argument is in bad faith because these guys are actually speaking the truth and you're in denial about who's on your side. He wants you gone.
I never claimed that I'm on their side or they're on my side.
Okay.
I'm here to debate you.
All right, pause.
I will criticize Mehdi here that if the guy is willfully saying that he disagrees with the crowd, Mehdi shouldn't hang up on that. I will admit, not necessarily the best idea, but at the same time, he is in the same crowd that wants to deport him. So, like, I get it, but I also probably wouldn't do that personally. I'll just say that right now. I'll just say that.
I'm not necessarily a giant fan of self-government. I'm a Catholic nationalist. I'm not a fascist. You have to have at least some things in common in order to actually have a civilization. And the immigrants, especially illegal immigrants that come into this country now, disrespect us. They hate everything that we believe. They don't even speak our language. I watched, after Trump got elected, I watched an interview of an illegal alien woman crying and about getting deported, and the entire interview was in Spanish. That is a spit in the face. It's disrespect. They don't care about us. They abuse our system.
It's a spit in the face to not be able to speak English to do an interview. Oh, wow, you literally don't speak the language English, so your entire interview has to be in Spanish? How dare you? How dare you don't speak my language? Yeah, why would she speak the language of English when she's getting deported, dummy?
I'm not claiming immigration is bad in all cases at all times.
What is your claim?
My claim is that immigration, especially now, and especially for foreign people that have nothing in common with us,
it's funny that you say it's especially
a negative
now.
thing.
I've forgotten your name. My apologies.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, how many
in every era there has been a Brian who says, "I'm not against immigration, just immigration now."
Okay.
This is what people said about Italians. It's what people said
That's
about Irish
unfortunate,
folks.
sorry.
Said about Russians, Poles, and now we're saying about
why
people
should
coming
I
across the
care about
southern
that?
border. Because you're not being, you're
Why
being a
are-
little disingenuous saying,
Okay.
"I'm only against immigrants now." This is a trope.
that
This
disingenuous?
is because it's a trope that's been used
is
by
a trope.
nativists throughout American history, and every wave of immigrants has come in and faced the same hate and animus and bigotry and lazy truth, and every wave of immigration is ultimately
Well, I think-
assimilated, integrated,
Here,
benefited the
let me
country. In
make
fact,
a-
assimilation right now, according to Jacob Victor from the University of Washington,
Okay.
assimilation rates based on language and citizenship and naturalization are higher now than 100 years ago.
Okay, let me make a statement first. I think that you in your own
ignored my statement, but okay.
you and your own person are a complete perfect example of why immigration is negative and why we shouldn't allow people
Wow.
who
Why?
don't have anything in
Why?
common with us. You're pro-abortion, you're pro-euthanasia, you're pro.
There are a lot of white people. What the fuck do you mean? White people are very distinct and culturally diverse and stuff like that. You have a lot of white liberals and leftists who hate everything America stands for. Do you want to deport them too?
My final claim is that Donald Trump's plan for Gaza is ethnic cleansing. My claim is that what he's doing is ethnic cleansing.
Well,
Do you agree with that?
I would actually, probably agree, but I'm just.
You agree that it's ethnic cleansing? You agree with doing ethnic
No,
cleansing?
I don't agree with it, but I agree
Okay,
that's
good to hear.
probably his plan. But I'm trying to figure out why. do
Then
you
go
think-
sit down. This is supposed to be a prompt for people who disagree with that.
That is because
What is it with these fucking panelists and they're coming up and like half the time it's like, oh, I actually agree with the prompt. It's a good thing. Go sit down. He's supposed to argue with people who disagree with the prompt.
I don't believe it's ethnic cleansing, but I because it's not his plan.
It is his plan. He said it's my plan.
No, he's
Benjamin Netanyahu called it his plan.
He is obeying someone else's plan.
Okay. Who is he obeying?
He is obeying Israel's plan.
Okay.
For the Greater Israel Project, of which this is one of those things that we can agree on.
Why is he doing that?
Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they have something on him. Maybe they have something on all
But
Americans.
you think it's a bad thing what he's doing?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
No.
Glad
That's
to
why,
agree with you.
But see, I don't want to shut down
not
the
mocking you,
conversation.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. Perfect. But I want to take this opportunity because I don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity again to say you're not American. First and foremost, you're not.
Remember when I said the
I'm
agitation
saying-
from you is not going to be.
Well, yeah, he wants to bring the whole fucking. He wants to bring the temperature down, and then out of nowhere, you're not an American. Even though you qualify as an American, you're not.
People that are on our side of the aisle that get
I
shut
wouldn't
down
even
by
know that
people
off
like
the
you
top of your
because
head.
you're
I didn't even know
leveraging this
that.
position of emotion.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not. You're
Do you know
leveraging a
nobody on
position
quote
of
unquote
emotion.
my side of the aisle is trying to deport you? The only shutting
Actually,
down
yes,
is being
they're
done by
trying to.
you.
They're actually
The only
trying to
shutting down is being
genocide my
done by
entire
you.
race. So what are you talking
Wow.
about? What
You're
are
a
you
white-
talking about?
You're a white
great.
genocide guy?
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
You know the fact you're
I'm
Indian.
amazed that Jubilee find some of you guys. How do they find you?
That
Did
is
they
so
email you?
true.
Do you have Gmail?
Why are you trying to oust me? This
You
is
shop
such a
at
cheap
Costco.
tactic.
Trying
You're
to
gonna-
oust you. You literally just could expose yourself as a white genocide guy. What do you mean oust? You did that yourself.
Children are shot in the head by Israeli snipers. Israeli snipers aren't responsible for that.
Look,
It's a simple question.
Here's the problem.
When Israeli snipers shoot
Hold his
Palestinian
feet to the
children
fire
in
on that.
Gaza
Hold
in the
his
head,
feet to the fire on
as
that.
eyewitness testimony and doctors' testimony proves, that's not the fault of the Israeli snipers.
This is the problem because when you have a
The problem is you won't answer the question. I'll ask you a third time. When Israeli snipers shoot
Yes,
Palestinian children in
do
the
it.
head, is that not the fault of Israeli snipers?
Well, you gotta let me finish.
No, you got to answer the question. Fourth time.
Well,
when
I-
Israeli
yes or
snipers
no?
Get to
shoot
your answer.
Palestinian children in the
I
head,
will get to your
we're running out of
answer.
time. I need to
Well,
know what you think about innocent
Get
children.
his
Because what
ass.
you said was pretty outrageous. You said
I will
so-called
get to your answer.
innocent Palestinians. For the fifth time, when Palestinian children are shot in the head by Israeli snipers,
What
is that
did-
not the fault
what-
of Israeli
What did those
snipers?
children do?
What did
what did
you
they do?
tell me? Did the children deserve to be shot in the head?
Because the problem is
you know
over there,
millions of people are watching you say
they
to
start
justifying the
brainwashing
killing of
children. They start brainwashing children at a very young age.
So you support
exact same-
sniping children in Gaza?
Look,
do other people here support sniping children in
Look.
Gaza? Is that a conservative position now?
What if they're wearing a suicide vest?
They weren't.
But what if they are?
They're not though.
What
Dozens
if
of
they
children.
are?
They
I
weren't
have-
wearing suicide. What the fuck does he think this is? American Sniper? I remember there's like some sort of movie which has like a kid in a suicide vest or something like that. I'm not sure if it was American Sniper or some other movie. The kids aren't wearing suicide vests. They're getting shot right in the head for no reason.
Friends who went
What-
there, doctors went to
what
Gaza,
if-
American doctors. They came back as we had multiple children.
What if
with
they're
gunshot
hell bent?
shots.
What if they're hell
What if
bent
they're
on
not?
killing you and your family?
A 10-year-old
They're
child, an 8-year-old child.
children, dude. What the fuck do you expect a 10-year-old to do to us?
The fact that you support Trump's ethnic cleansing now doesn't surprise me.
I didn't say ethnic cleansing. I said cleansing of the land.
All right, pause.
Because you need to
What the fuck is the difference? This video has been non-stop. I feel like I'm losing entire years off my life listening to this. Okay, I've had a little bit of time to be able to calm down so I can do my outro. Thank you very much for watching this video. Holy shit. I don't know how I got through that video without blowing my head off because, oh my gosh, these people are fucking insane. Absolutely, I'm actually speechless as to how mask off these people were. I would think they would hide the mask even a little bit, but they're not doing that, and it genuinely baffles me. I don't want the outro to be too long. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the full uncut breakdown, make sure to join YouTube members so you can be able to see that full unedited live stream and everything that I said. Also, make sure to check my links down below. I have Ko-Fi, I have Patreon, I have a Discord server where you can come and talk. All of the good stuff to be able to help me keep doing what I'm doing, and I really appreciate any kind of support that you guys can give to me. And outside of that, I don't really have anything else to say right now, but I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.